The walls of Jericho loomed high, an impenetrable fortress standing between Israel and their promise. Thick, towering, built to withstand any attack, the people of Jericho mocked from above, their voices dripping with scorn. To them, the Israelites were nothing but desert wanderers, powerless against their mighty city. But the Israelites weren't relying on human strength. They carried a promise from God. And when God makes a promise, victory is inevitable. God gave Joshua a command that defied human logic. No battle plan, no siege weapons, just a march of faith. Walk around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, march 7 times, then shout. Day after day, they marched. Silent, steady. The only sound was the haunting echo of trumpets against the stone walls. Inside the city, confusion replaced arrogance. What kind of army fights with silence? But the Israelites walked on, their obedience more powerful than swords. With each lap, their faith grew. They weren't just circling a city, they were circling a promise. Trusting that God was working, even when nothing seemed to change. By the 7th day, anticipation pulsed through their veins. The priests blew their trumpets, their sound splitting the air like thunder. And as the final lap ended, Joshua lifted his voice. Shout, for the Lord has given you the city. Their collective cries shook the heavens. The ground trembled, and cracks spread like wildfire through the walls. In a moment, the mighty fortress collapsed, reduced to rubble by the sheer power of God's word. Jericho didn't fall by human might but by relentless faith and radical obedience. The Israelites rushed in and claimed the victory God had promised. A victory that had already been won in the unseen realm long before the walls came down. By faith the walls of Jericho fell, after the army had marched around them for 7 days. Hebrews chapter 11:30. If this story stirred your faith, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to know. Every wall in your life, fear, doubt, addiction, failure, must fall when God says the battle is already won.